Shalom, call Haloyim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. I'm going to get into the topic about Esau. Your time is about up, because you're going to go into slavery. Just like we went into slavery, you going into slavery too. Just like the blacks, the so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, just like we all went into slavery under your rulership, you're going to go into slavery under the Israelites' rulership. Just like you put yokes of iron around our neck, we're going to put yokes of iron around your neck. And that's how you know the Israelites are the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans. Because you put yokes of iron around our neck. And in Deuteronomy 28, it talks about the yoke of iron being put around our neck. We were sold on auction blocks, But your time coming, you're going to have to reap what you sowed, Just like we went into slavery, you're going to go into slavery too. All right, Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. So you led us into captivity, you going into captivity. It's real simple, Just like you killed with the sword, we gonna kill with the sword. We gonna rip your family apart. We gonna have you in the fields from sundown to sun up. Only break you gonna get is on the Sabbath. And then as soon as the sun go down, we're gonna be back on you again, put you in the fields, working you, till you feel like you want to die. But that's not gonna happen, because you gonna deal with your slavery. You gonna go through hardcore slavery, because you've been eating good, you've been living good, you've been the best spots on the planet, oceanfront properties. But now you're going to be out there in the field all day, and you're going to start back looking like the devil you is, a red devil, And the red Edom goes back to the word Adawam, and Adawam mean red, and that's the complexion you have when you be in the sun too long, and you're going to be in the sun a long time out there in those fields. The field's going to be so long, just like how when Jake was in the cotton field, the field's so long you can't even see the end of it. Just like in a tobacco field, when you had Jake out there picking tobacco in your fields, field so long you can't even see the end of it. And that's gonna come back on you. Because you did your job to the utmost. You was that guy. You was that devil. And you went too far though. You went too far. You went above and beyond. Okay, 2 Thessalonians 1:6, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Yeah, you troubled the so-called Negroes, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Hispanic tribes. You troubled them, making them have to watch their fathers get buck broke, having to watch their fathers get beat in front of them, having to watch their parents get raped by the so-called white man in slavery. You're going to pay for all of that, because your wickedness done reached all the way up to heaven. And your time is up now. Your time is up, and you're going to have to pay for it. Obadiah 1:10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And and that's what's going to happen. You're going to go to 1,000 years of slavery. And when that 1,000 years of slavery up, you're going to be all gathered up and put in a pit and burnt, because you're going to go through that hardcore slavery for 1,000 years. And ain't nobody going to help you. You're going to be stuck. Just like Israel, the nation of Israel was stuck, and they had to go through their judgment, and nobody redeemed them. Galatians 6:7, be not deceived. God is not mocked, for so whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And you did as you put chains around our necks, You put Jake on auction blocks, and sold them to different nations, you know, spit on them, treated them like nothing. If they even was caught looking at a so-called white woman, you would beat them in front of the whole plantation. So you're gonna have to pay for all that, man. And it's only right, because your wickedness, it went too far. Because you are the devil incarnated. Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And that stranger is not talking about any heathen nations or the wicked nation Esau. That stranger is talking about Israelite foreigners that are scattered on the four corners of the earth. You know? Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, and that's what they gonna do, because we was under slavery with the so-called white man and the other nations. So now you gonna be slaves to us. You're gonna have to be our handmaids. You're gonna have to work in the fields from sundown to sunup. You're gonna have to get torn away from your families, sold on auction blocks. Because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna breed the biggest and the strongest Edomite, and we're gonna sell y'all. You're gonna be the commodity. And thus saith the Lord, you know, because the Lord's word is not going to go out void. It's been written, so it's going to come to pass. And there's no way around it, you know. Psalms 149:5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with feathers of iron. You know, and that's what's going to happen. You know, to bind the kings with chains, just like you bound us with chains, you know, and put yokes of iron around our necks. The same thing going to happen to you. But it's going to be double, because you're going to drink double of that cup, and you're going to swallow it down, you know, because we couldn't get out of our judgment, and you're not going to get out of your judgment, you know, because if the Lord did that to his people, imagine what's going to happen to you, you know, because he say, Esau I hate, you know, and there's no way around it. There's no way you're going to get out of this judgment, you know, because a lot of Edomites, they be like, oh, it wasn't me, you know, the so-called white man being a devil, trying to deceive, saying, oh, it wasn't me, that was my forefathers, you know. But the Lord said you are your forefathers, you know. In the reincarnation, you are your forefathers, because why? Every 3 to 4 generations you come back reincarnated, you know, and reincarnation is biblical. So you those same spirits coming back reincarnated. Yeah, you might have a different body, but that spirit that's inside that body is you, the devil, you know. Job 20:10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. Yeah, you're gonna seek to please the poor. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, didn't I give you a good job? You know? Didn't I donate some money to y'all cause? Didn't we do Black Lives Matter? You know? Didn't we stood, I got a few black friends, you know, and I helped them out. I gave them a loan, you know? All kind of things, you know. You're gonna try to come up and say, oh yeah, I'm good, I got some black friends. No, man. Because the Lord is not a respecter of a person. You know, he going to judge you as a nation. And if your line go back to Esau, then you're going to be, your judgment is hardcore slavery. And there's no way around it, you know. Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. You see? Prepare slaughter for his children, you know? And so that means you are those same spirits coming back. Reincarnation. But they try to say reincarnation is not, they can't see it because it's not given to you to see. That's why the Lord put a slumber asleep on you, you know, eyes that you can't see. Because most Edomites try to always try to say, oh, it wasn't me, I didn't do that, you know, but it was you. And we know most of you gonna try to be the devil. Sirach 41:7 in the Apocrypha. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Yeah, they gonna complain, like I said, saying it wasn't them. You know, they didn't do it. They didn't own slaves. But you did own slaves. It was you. Because everything comes back. There's no new thing under the sun. So you gonna pay. You gonna pay. And you're not gonna get out of this, you know. Because Jacob up next, you know. Israel got next. So you can keep on trying to deceive the nations, deceive the people. But the true men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, you can't trick them. You can't deceive them. Because like in Ecclesiastes 7:8. Let me get that. Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. You know? Better the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. You know? Because we at the end of your rulership. We at the end of Esau being on top. We at the end of all your wickedness, destroying the planet, destroying the oceans, destroying the animals, cutting down all the trees, you know, giving us GMO foods. We at the end of that. And you about to be back on the bottom. You about to be that base man again. You know, just like Job in Job 30. You was a base man, you know. But with that being said, I hope you was edified. Till the next time I say shalom.